Alright, that new game smell's wearing off. Let's just get down to business.
Commander, we've been hit by one of those space anomalies.
Buddy?
And the piloting system is down.
Buddy?
The astrogator's gears are shot!
Get a hold of yourself. You're an Earth Directorate agent.
Affirmative, Commander. What are the orders?
Brace for impact.
Unable to brace for impact.
Is it the end for Commander Zane and Buddy? Tune in next week to find out.
From one side of the galaxy to the next, the Earth Directorate is on your side. Whether against corrupt corporations, tyrannical governments, or corrupt corporations in league with tyrannical governments, the Earth Directorate is here to fight for the rights of all colonists. So remember, if you or your neighbor's government has turned tyrannical or sold themselves out to greedy corporate interests, just commandeer a skip drone and send the Earth Directorate an SOS, and we will respond immediately.
Please allow 6 months to 10 years, depending on your proximity to the nearest Earth Directorate base and any unforeseen encounters.
Commander, I know we're rarely of the same mind where tactics are concerned, but you're the best agent we've got for, let's say, our unofficial missions. And few are as unofficial as this one. Your destination, the Arcadian system, is the source of all skip drive manufacturing. However, they also fall outside our legal jurisdiction, a fact which no doubt makes this mission all the more intriguing to you. We have recently discovered that the drives are somehow responsible for the dangerous rift anomalies, the tears in the fabric of space itself. Without skip drives, interstellar travel is impossible. I'll not waste either of our time reviewing how the end of civilization would affect your personal prospects. Your mission is to rendezvous with DeVries, our forward agent, and assist her in retrieving the information needed to determine exactly how the skip drives cause the rift anomalies. But be advised, if you or any member of your team are captured, you will be on your own. There will be no rescue. We cannot afford for this to turn into an intergalactic incident. Agent DeVries will be contacting you shortly to coordinate your plan of action. I know you'll always do what serves you best. In fact, I'm counting on just that. May the law and your unerring sense of self-preservation guide you and your team.
Commander, hey, Agent Pascal told me to bring you your new model tactical time dilation device. They say these newfangled ones cost no, that ain't right. 10.25% less brain damage than the old ones. This a test? The TTD devices operate by speeding up the subject's perception of time. Or is it slowing? You know, I can never get that right. Everything just moves slower. They say the way it works is like, well, you know how parts of your brain can become damaged if you're in suspended animation too long? It kind of does the same thing. Oh no, they don't simulate it. It's the real McCoy. The lab coats swear it's perfectly safe. Science is amazing, ain't it? Listen to me, rambling on. So, well, anyway, here you go. Look, Commander, truth be told, I asked to deliver it to you. I was just hoping to get a moment to ask you for a pointer or two, you know, on how to be a great agent like yourself. Because, well, you're a legend. And the other agents, well, let's just say they disagree on just how I should go about it. Well, Pascal likes to joke around, but I think she's being sincere when she says it's all about looking out for the people who can't defend themselves. Sandoval says he's got no time for weakness. He says we gotta save people because, and Jepson, well, you know him, he don't talk much. So, what do you think? Not looking to be contrary or nothing, Commander, but that runs counter to everything we're taught at the Academy. I'll give it some thought. Anyway, thanks for giving me the time of day. Most superiors wouldn't. Oh, I almost plumb forgot to tell you. It's near time for Agent DeVries to establish contact. She's like you, top tier, one of the Earth Directorate's best. I know you'll like her. Anyway, we ought to be getting down to the main room and open up the channel. No need to wait on my account, Commander. I'll join you in just a tick. sure faster than taking the stairs.
Commander, considering the danger and consequence of the mission we're about to undertake, I hope you'll forgive the lack of pleasantries. Arcadia is ruled by a dictatorship that calls itself the Protectorate. They are beyond secretive. However, it is their inability to even imagine that someone could infiltrate their system that has given us an advantage. One I've found a way to exploit spectacularly. As unbelievable as it may sound, once you make your way to my location in the Skip Labs, we will be liberating an unsealed Skip core. Then you know what I'm speaking of. But the whole story about the explosive seals being necessary to complete the circuit so they'll function? Well, it's a lie. The seals are just there to conceal the inner workings of the drive so no one else can duplicate them. Examining an unsealed one will be invaluable in helping our lab coats figure out how they cause the rifts. But you'll first need to make your way to the station proper from the landing pad. Hopefully none. Our mission's timing is fortuitous. Most of the sector security was reassigned to the far side of the station in preparation for the imminent visit of their sovereign's family. They decommissioned several landing pads, including ours, to give them fewer points of entry to guard, giving us fewer chances to be intercepted. You'll just need to reroute power to open the door to the sector once you've landed. Once you gain access to the sector, you'll need to shut down their communications to keep them from alerting anyone to our presence. Then, you'll need to handle their combat mechs. If that's true, you may very well find a way to shut them down before they even know you're there, which would be the smart play. They're relentless and well-armored. I've managed to leave caches of tools and intel for you throughout the sector. I'd take advantage of all of them, were I you. This may sound simple, but I cannot stress this enough. Do not underestimate the danger we face.
Come on, Agent. Haven't you heard? We're the best and brightest. We infiltrate corrupt governments before breakfast most days.
Do you think this is some kind of joke? The Protectorate are the worst of the worst and will not hesitate to string you up if you're caught, if you're lucky. They think nothing of regularly chemically lobotomizing their own subjects for even the slightest error. Your life isn't the only one at risk here. I'll speak however I choose. Do you know what I've sacrificed? What I'm prepared to sacrifice still? I've spent the better part of a year laying the groundwork for this mission. I don't need a team led by some self-serving raconteur who plays fast and loose with the rules whenever it suits them, fouling it up. For now, unlike you or your team, I am a professional. Whether I like it or not, you are the commanding officer here. My personal feelings will not impede our mission. I need to go now. My absence will be noticed soon. Once you land, I'll patch in over comms and guide you through the sector.
Augustine! Agent DeFreeze. I just wanted to say we're all looking forward to working with you.
Who? Niles? Is that you? Law, what are you doing here? It's been so long.
I'm an agent. First assignment. Suppose I look a mite different now. Less grease. Oh, and no more smelling like fuel neither. Most days. Can't wait to see you once this is over, Agent. And good luck.
Same to you, Ibarra. DeVries out.
Navigator's warmed up in the cockpit, Commander. Whenever you're ready to fly us in.
productive. I may be your sovereign.
Commander, Abara and I will secure the building down here while you're upstairs restoring power to the door.
On which it is built, which is each and every one of you. Yes, you. You are not just a cog in the machine. You are the cog in the machine that keeps us productive. I may be your sovereign.
That smell. Does Brad get flash bright in here?
The electrical system misfired somehow. Security has been triggered. This needs to be dealt with quickly.
You two expiring without permission will result in demerits being assigned.
Commander, we finished our sweep. I'd wager we could use the intercom to call for help, Commander. Must be a guard around here somewhere who can shut the mechs down. Screen's broken, so should be nothing to pass yourself off as one of their own.
I also found a vent around the corner might get us inside in a less conspicuous manner than strolling through the front gate. Though you'd have to pick the lock to see for sure. Oh, I came prepared, Commander. Here's everything you'll need.
The dirt on which it is built, which is each and every one of you. Yes, protector of Arcadia.
Commander, the situation is becoming more fluid than I'd originally planned for. We've got to change our approach. Split the team to handle comms and security concurrently.
Good to know DeVries is consistently on edge. Wasn't just me. You'd think she'd never been on a mission before. Everyone knows fluid's about the best you can hope for. Well, sitting here jawing ain't gonna accomplish much. Looks to be central dispatch on the right with security ops on the left. Which you taking, Commander? We'll hit the other. Kinda figured that'd be your choice. Abara and I'll take central dispatch, then meet you at the skip labs. We'll stay well out of trouble, won't we, Cadet?
That's right. I'm taking your words to heart, Commander. Not aiming to play hero. Just here to get the job done.
Right. Well, then, notwithstanding Abara's enthusiasm here, or DeVries' concerns over fluidity, I'm fairly certain we've got this under control. Rest easy, Commander.
Pascal, ma'am, I've been cogitating on how best to gain entry into Central Dispatch.
Security ops is heavily guarded, so be vigilant. You'll need to shut down security measures once you're inside. I've left a drop for you in the watch post. There's a key to a maintenance tunnel you can follow into the building.
Being shot certainly part of it.
Labara, got any thought to how we ought to proceed? Being awfully quiet.
It's coming, honest. How about I, show you when we get to where we're going?
Jepson and I are in position above the sector, Commander. Path's been cleared. Only encountered one guard. He's been dealt with.
You should have seen it. It wasn't pretty.
As long as it was done righteously in the name of the Earth Directorate. Right, Sandoval?
I wouldn't stand too close to the airlock when we're back on the ship, Pascal.
Why? Is there something wrong with the airlock?
I've stashed a knife in the maintenance access for you, with, instructions on how to use it to quietly bypass the guards.
Neighbor, I do all I can. That is my great arm's love.
Code Red, how to deal with security breaches and other highly improbable events. In events of a security breach, catastrophic malfunction, or other nefarious deed, you must keep your wits about you, Cadet. Vigilance and focus are the keys to protecting our society. Probability of infiltrating from outsiders is low. It is virtually non-existent, but there is an infinite, whatever that word is, chance to trespass by malcontents. I'm not gonna read this stuff.
Have you seen Maori since their return? The state they're in, it saddens me.
Yes, we understand that they weren't working. Otherwise, they'd have the strength and constitution to emerge a better subject, more able to fulfill their duties.
Yes, that is exactly what I meant. Praise be to the Protectorate.
A perfect society demands perfect thoughts. Imperfection is impossible when the mind is a thing of symmetry.
extraction devices in a floor panel by the scaffolding. Use them to breach the control room. Just wait until their guns are pointing away from your position.
Didn't bother me, I assure you. But it was just too close to implying that some jobs are less worthy than others for me to let lie. We all are equal in the service of the sovereign.
Here. I don't care where I'm assigned. The bounty bestowed upon each of us is superlative. Thank the matriarch we don't live in one of those greed-driven corporatist colonies.
Good. Those mechs should give you no more problems. Rendezvous with your crewmates outside and meet me at the skip labs as soon as possible. We're en route to the comms control module. Just need to deal with these guards, quiet-like.
Attempting to resuscitate Agent Ibarra. Please stay clear. An unabridged debrief is not available at this time, but in the parlance of Agent Pascal, some crazy, censored, alert. This unit has lost contact with Agent Pascal. There is a 90% chance she is trapped under rubble, most likely mortally wounded and beyond help. Triage protocols dictate stabilizing Agent Ibarra's vital signs before commencing recovery efforts. Please secure the area. Acknowledged. Adding, staunch the bleeding to priority queue. This unit will relocate Agent Ibarra to the incognito once he is stabilized or deceased. All other agents are advised to continue with the next mission objective. Please head to the skip labs now. Per Earth Directorate guidelines, an incapacitated agent's equipment is available for team use. Agent Ibarra's rifle is now yours, Commander. Using it may improve your odds of survival.
Commander, guards are closing in on your location. Agent DeVries, we need an updated tactical report. We've got agents down.
Makes no sense. There were no hostiles in the immediate area. No logical cause for that explosion. There's nothing more we can do for them. This doesn't change our mission. We have no choice but to keep pushing forward.
Invasion element!
The turret is non-functioning.
I don't know what happened out there. This is all going wrong. Niles. He was a promising agent, but we've got no time for grieving. Take the lift behind you and get to me as soon as you can. It is imperative we retrieve this unsealed core and escape this station, lest his sacrifice be for nothing. Commander, be on your guard. I'm picking up increased security activity in your area. They'll be at your location at any moment.
Or it is. Never being tested. It is not our place to question! Prudence dictates. Eye your neighbors carefully. Some kind of slack way of faffing about. There! Found you. What was... Let the paradigm worry about tomorrow.
Commander, can you hear us? Something's wrong. We can't get into the skip lab, and DeVries isn't responding to our comms. In other words, we're trapped out here. So don't count on us for backup. We'll be busy keeping ourselves alive. Don't worry about us. Just get to DeVries and liberate that core so we can get out of here.
We must all fulfill our duty to the Protectorate, But none
The
of us
sovereign provides reprobates.
It is who we are, and it falls to you. The eyes, the ears, the brains of Horizon Point Station to determine who introduced the flaw into our perfect skip drive manufacturing process. We must all fulfill our duty to the Protectorate. None of us can do it alone. Remember, the skip drive is our legacy. It is our mandate. It is who we are.
That's individualism. No. Why are our arms killed? The system needs resilience.
Boy, damn it! Can't you get anything right? You were supposed to be dead already. I shouldn't have depended on your unwillingness to play by anyone's rules but your own, working to my advantage. Oh, an infuriating miscalculation on my part, but one that will soon be rectified. You think I'd betray you, or the Earth Directorate, or my principles for a handful of bits? There is no betrayal here, though it is understandable someone like you would see it thus. No. The explanation is far more simple. The Grand Plan mandates this abomination of an experiment must die. And you along with it. Your righteousness is as unamusing as it is misplaced. I have no expectation to live through this either. Don't you think I would have? Sparing Niles and not having to deal with you would have been preferable were I given the choice. But the plan cares not for our wants. I couldn't risk the delicate balance of the predictions. The mathematical computations involved are very specific. That's the spirit. Embrace your place in the Grand Plan with humor. Maybe I misjudged you after all. Farewell, Commander.
family has been killed by a naturally occurring rift anomaly.
High priority alert to all Earth Directorate agents. Contact with Earth has been low.
Identified ships on the edge of Arcadia.
It's no longer just a spacer's choice, it's Auntie's choice. Greater value for your men.
Arcadian citizens, we've come to deliver you from oppression.
You're not hearing me, Val. They were out there for almost 10 years. You know what usually happens when someone left in suspended animation that long.
Explosive cell death may result from extended periods of suspended animation. Death occurs quickly as the human body rapidly liquefies.
Exactly. And it would be my fault it happens. I never should have stopped looking. I can't face the commander right now. Not like this. I'll be in the cockpit.
Welcome back to consciousness, Commander. Please accept your back pay for the previous mission. It has been prorated according to the mission's failure and your unapproved 3,468-day sabbatical. Due to the perilous nature of their job, Earth Directorate agents are not compensated with hazard pay. However, 2 more near-death experiences may entitle you to a decorative trophy. Revival protocols mandate a physical and cognitive test to confirm mission readiness. This is to ensure no unexpected changes have occurred regarding your abilities, Commander. Acknowledged. Your refusal has been noted in your permanent record, and an automatic grade assigned to your cognitive functions. An event summary will now be provided to improve your situational awareness, Commander. If you feel yourself beginning to liquefy at any point, please notify this unit immediately. Following an aggressive merger between Anti-Cleo's and Spacer's Choice, the new corporate entity known as Auntie's Choice invaded Arcadia. Auntie's Choice claims they are following market demands and liberating Arcadia through the power of capitalism. Many have died. Unfortunately, their invasion fleet also exacerbated the rift anomaly created by Agent DeVries' sabotage of Horizon Point. This means no ship can enter or leave the colony. The rift also remains a threat to the colony. Current estimations suggest the rift will destroy Arcadia in the next 10 years. Give or take 7 to 8 years. Correct. At some point in the next decade, the rift will result in the complete annihilation of all life in Arcadia. But currently, it is a low to medium priority concern. Agent Ibarra has expressed far more confusion and alarm about Agent DeVries' latest actions. Agent DeVries did indeed survive Horizon Point. This was confirmed when she brought down the old Earth Directorate surveillance satellite earlier this month. The satellite had been gathering information since before your mission. When it fell, it signaled agents across the colony, leading to the discovery of you and Agent DeVries. Agent Ibarra prioritized your recovery above pursuing Agent DeVries. This involved disassembling and rebuilding the astrogator to allow the incognito to travel to your location. This unit has observed a marked improvement in Agent Ibarra's hygiene regimen since the satellite was brought down. He is shaving again and routinely changes his clothing. Final update. Due to the deaths of every other squad member, Agent Ibarra is now a full agent. He is currently in the cockpit. Please extend your congratulations when you see him. reports indicate that lockboxes, such as the two housed in this dispenser, were originally part of a failed smuggling operation. Special lockbox keys are needed to open them. After discovering the first lockbox, Agent Ibarra installed this dispenser to house additional lockboxes, which may be located throughout the colony. Unfortunately, due to a jam, the dispenser is currently inoperable. Agent Ibarra deprioritized its repair in order to focus on rescuing you, Commander. Tampering may result in damage to the container's contents. Theorizing. Extracting the contents from the first lockbox may disencumber the dispenser, allowing it to return to normal operations. This unit has an advanced decryption key that can open the first lockbox, Commander. Helpful addendum. Scans also indicate an Auntie's Choice dematerializer within the first lockbox, which you may find useful in the discreet disposal of bodies, Commander. Cystipegs, while omnivorous, are not typically raised on a diet of human remains. An alternate means of body disposal is recommended. Additionally, the second lockbox's contents may contain parts to upgrade your Valerie unit. Upgrades are recommended to improve your experience of Valerie. Agent Ibarra theorizes that some keys may be obtainable from vendors, but the majority are likely scattered around the colony. Please be on the lookout for any additional lockboxes, which may be stored here for your convenience. Congratulations on your acquisition of the dematerializer. The dispenser
Is now functioning normally. Your ability to conceal homicides has also been increased by 85.9%.
Years and I still can't get my head around what Augustine did. Sacrificing her whole team. And for what? What did our blood pay for? Oh, Commander. Thought you were Val. Glad to see you up and ambling about. And not, human stew. Seems so. Better luck next time, I guess. You know, when I first learned some of the escape pods made it away from the station, I'd hoped. I did search for you, Commander. Just as soon as I was able. Might be you're giving me more grace than I deserve, but either way, thank you. So then, I gather Val's described our state of affairs?
Confirmed. The Commander has received a full briefing on the following topics: the invasion of Arcadia, the Rift, and Agent DeVries's survival.
DeVries. Would have been better if she joined the dead. I figured she'd done just that until I got the alert that she brought down the Earth Directorate satellite. If she's of a mind to, she could use the information on that thing to destabilize the Rift and destroy Arcadia. She was one of us, Commander. It's our responsibility to stop her. You always did favor a swift comeuppance. She's going to ground now. But as part of her original undercover mission, DeVries was inserted at the Vox relay station on Paradise Island. She then followed protocol, established a safe room there. Wager that's where we'll find clues as to her present plans and whereabouts. Thank you, Commander. Means a lot coming from you. Just to be clear, I'm not saying we're strolling up to the Vox station and knock nicely. The Vox is highly restricted and heavily defended. It'd be a death sentence. We might ought to explore the island first, find out what we can. The satellite alert pinged DeVries' tracker in a town, name of Fairfield. Wasn't nowhere clear as yours, so we need to poke around a bit. Doubt she's there now, but it seems a better place to start than assaulting a protectorate communications hub. See that thing in the sky there? That'll be the Vox relay.
Vox stations serve as key communication hubs for the Protectorate. Unauthorized visitors are likely to be shot or hanged on sight.
And that's why we're headed to Fairfield first. Less chance of us getting shot while picking up DeVries' trail. Big, dark cavern ahead. Seems likely we'll find Cravels hereabouts.
Engaging combat protocols. Ready to assist with agents' health needs.
Give the order and I'll take care of him, Commander.
Combat-related activities.
Look at all those eggs. How fast do these things breathe?
Enthusiastic, neutralizing unfriendlies.
Don't like the look of
Emergency protocols ready.
Come back. I'm the one you need to worry about.
Appreciate a little help.
This unit is concerned for the commander's well-being. Health benefits available at your request.
Knew you had my back.
Confronting threat.
The idea is to kill them before you die. Ready to waste it on your computer.
Entering a confrontation state.
Commander, watch your vitals. Over here. 3 holes ahead. Come back.
Standing by with life support.
Let me know when you need a distraction. Not getting up without help, Commander. Knew you had my back.
Got a distraction for you, all the ones you need to worry about.
Oh, Lucy. What am I gonna do if something terrible happens to you? I don't suppose you know anything about crabble medicine, do you? That's about what I expected. Hold on now. You ain't tugging my leg, are you? You actually know something about crabble medicine? Well, I'll be. So, it seems as though the issue ultimately boils down to 2 words. Purpleberry crunch. Yeah. I brought a box from that fancy new shop in town, and Lucy... Oh, this is Lucy, by the way. Little Lucy became fully frantic when she smelled it, so I figured it couldn't hurt. The box says they're packed with healthy preservatives, so it's gotta be good for you, right? But I guess I was wrong. Now she won't get up. And these crabbles, they mean the world to us. We raised them from hatchlings, and I'll be broken if Lucy dies because of me. Any help you can offer is more than I've been able to do for her so far, and I'd be grateful for the try. She looks fine. I can hardly believe my lamps. Looks like she's feeling much better. And I think she's taken a liking to you. Good luck shaking her off you now. Once they're smitten, they try and stick to you like a canid. Now, I don't have too many bits to pay you with, but this'll unlock that old safe in the house. It wasn't mine to begin with, so you're welcome to anything in it.
Agent Ibarra, you failed to take your daily supplements 3 days in a row. Vitamins are a vital tool in aiding wound healing and achieving your long-term health goals.
We've talked about this, Val. Be polite airing folks' private health information in front of others.
If oral capsules are not your preferred delivery method, suppositories may be a viable alternative.
All right. I'll take the damn supplements. The normal ones. And maybe I'll examine your courtesy settings while I'm at it.
No, wait. I don't need refreshment. I'm so refreshed. Yep, that's me. Refreshed like a really refreshed guy. Hello. How are you, El? Are you doing today? I'm spectacular according to regulation 1, 2, 1, 2, potato. No, it was my backal lobe. Backal. Only the most loyal subjects have those. No, you're not an actual part of my brain. Ha! What I need is potatoes. I'm just, that sounds correct.
At the risk of sounding glib, that ain't a good sign.
Correction. The sign seems to be functioning nominally.
Can't say the same for the truth.
Engaging hostile life forms.
Company. Must be.
Hello there, go-getter. Welcome to Fairfield, now under the new and improved management of Auntie's Choice. I'd usually ask if you were affiliated with the previous regime, but you lack the bewildered gaze of a yay-saying protectorate subject. Even so, going to have to ask you to identify yourself. Still a war on and all. Earth Directorate, huh? Like, from the serials? Thought Arcadia was outside your jurisdiction. Any folk native to this place sure wouldn't have ever heard of you. End of the day, we let most anybody in. Bottom line's all we care about is our bottom line. That'll be all. Unless you got any questions before you're on your way. As I've never heard of her, can't say I can. Seems like Minister Milverstreet knows everybody, though. Probably ask him. Anything else? On the way from the landing pad? Had a convoy out that way. They're overdue. See any sign of them? Damnation. I had a friend on that detail. He always carried this, keepsake. You didn't happen to find it, did you? Well, never too late to start. Plunder's plunder, Auntie always says. Them Protectorate drones been a serious menace of late. Heard Trooper Faulkner shot a few. You find a way to put a stop to them, there's a bounty for it. Bounty terminal's out next to the jail, across from the bar. Just down the lane here a spell. You get to Town Hall, you passed it. Again, welcome to Fairfield, the official new home of free trade and self-reliance on Eden.
I choose just any choice.
Some of those Protectorate hall heads just couldn't see the benefit of self-betterment.
Holler when you're ready for me, Doc. Don't mean to sound unsociable, but you might not want to stand so close. The bleeding ain't contagious, but it ain't slowed much neither. I'd hate to bleed all over you. Wouldn't mind conversating a bit, though. Anything to take my mind off the pain. Oh, it stings.
This unit is not permitted to operate within corporate-owned medical facilities without said corporation's consent. Non-legally binding reassurances, however, may be offered.
Reassurances, you say? Like what?
Deploying reassurance. Do not worry. You will be fine.
I guess that's something. Look at me, drawing comfort from a drone after being attacked by one. Funny world, ain't it? I was on sentry duty, bravely surveying our perimeter for threats, when a Protectorate drone attacked out of nowhere. Third time in as many days. I returned fire like it was a cereal. Bang, 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 pew, pew, pew. Oh, not excessively, of course. Don't want Auntie taking that extra ammunition out of my paycheck. Again, it was all going fine until the damn thing blasts me while I'm reloading. Mighty uncourteous, you ask me. I'd prefer if they were. Like with little butler hats, programmed to say pip pip and the like. Wouldn't be cost effective, but it would be adorable. Anyway, Trooper Faulkner happened upon the scene just then and dispatched the drone before it could finish me off. No idea where these drones are coming from, but Faulkner's been having a time of it lately. Be nice if someone helped out, but Carr's hands are tied. Lack of resources, I guess? As for the rest of these fine folk, they were attacked by Protectorate while defending the forward operating base. Imagine the base is probably hurting for warm bodies just now. Can't imagine they'd turn down help from anyone who knows how to handle themselves and is a friend of Auntie's. The FOB's our main line of defense. The only thing stopping the Protectorate from sending their legions over that bridge of theirs and attacking us here in Fairfield. The man in charge, Commander Torres, is a legend. Rumor has it his troopers are relentless, fighting through wounds that would kill most. What I wouldn't give to join his outfit. Now there's an idea might be worth considering. They do say the quickest way to a promotion is by climbing over other bodies. That's all a moot point till I can get this arm of mine mended. Poor Doc Barnes is working himself to the bone trying to take care of us, but he's only one man. I suppose it could be worse. At least Command's not throwing us at that relay station. Can't imagine the casualties he'd be dealing with then, given all its defenses. That sounds great. I'm sure Doc Barnes would appreciate the help. You'll find him in the next room over. Just be prepared. He's not too keen on interruptions.
I must ask you to hold still.
My liver ain't the lily kind. Tell it to me straight, Doc.
The bullet shattered your tibia and all but demolished your gastrocnemius muscle. Due to the risk of infection, I have to abscise your leg. There is good news, however. I recently enrolled in a course on advanced amputation techniques, so I'll be seeing a positive return on my investment sooner than expected. Oh, I'm sorry. You must be my replacement since you're so clearly qualified to do my job. I am not required to answer that.
Say, how sore are my pockets gonna be after all this, Doc? Don't suppose there's a discount for only taking a portion of the leg?
I'm not running a charity. If you desire full treatment, you'll pay full cost. If that's a problem, seek compensation from your commanding officer. A kind, if naive offer. Unless you have thousands of bits to burn, any amount you could provide would be a drop in the tank at best. My services do not come cheaply.
This is a mighty big decision, Doc. Can I have a moment to noodle on it?
I don't encourage delays, but very well. It'll take a few minutes for me to warm up the saw anyway. Short of you skipping back in time and ordering the coagulant I need, I doubt anything can be done to accelerate the timetable for treating these soldiers. I can barely get the damn thing to produce antiseptic, so I sincerely doubt it. But if you've the training to work such a machine, you're welcome to try. Now, was there anything else? I must say, I'm rather amazed. How did you manage to formulate coagulant with only a handful of ingredients? Oh. Well, yes, obviously that was going to be the next thing I tried. In any case, I hate being in debt to anyone, so here, something for your trouble. It's your lucky day, Trooper. Not only has our good Samaritan here suggested an alternate form of treatment that will allow you to keep your leg, but they've also made a coagulant that will greatly reduce any complications as I excavate the tibia shrapnel from your remaining muscle.
That still sounds kind of painful.
I'm going to administer a localized anesthetic. You'll hardly feel a thing. Now, if you don't like needles, I'd advise you to look away.
I'd say welcome back, but I reckon a clinic's likely the last place any of us would choose if we had the choice. If you're here for the doc, hope you ain't in any kind of hurry. Wait's still on the long side of short. Much obliged. That feels night and day better already. Protectorate forces won't know what hit them once I'm back in the field. Thanks again, friend.
Keep your petty skepticism. I'll pay my tab in no time. You'll see.
Swear, I almost had it this time. Everything all lined up. Easy mark, guaranteed moneymaker, favorable terms. Practically the recipe for success. Look like you've had your share of troubles. Ever had the perfect opportunity just slip through your fingers? So you can understand my situation then. I had just the thing to get me a fast-track promotion to lower middle management. Now you seem like someone who knows a good deal and wouldn't be adverse to helping me out. It's like this. I agreed to meet with a business associate to finalize a deal, but the location got set for Spire Grove. Problem is, you been outside of Fairfield? The funicular to Spire Grove broke recently, so I got no way to get up there. I'd break my neck scaling that cliff for sure. There's a long way around, but it's not for me. Why, the path there might be lousy with raptidons for all I know. It wasn't before, but mayhaps they were just lulling me into a false sense of complacency so they can strike. While exploring facilities to the north, my partner unearthed the heretofore unexploited advanced protectorate technology. Couldn't or wouldn't go into details, but he promised every household would want one, that it'd revolutionize the daily life of Auntie's Choice citizens. Pitched him the dumbest deal I could think of. Told him I'd trade him my entire tossball card collection for schematics or a prototype. Said sure. Complete rube. Didn't even ask about condition. My Kelvin Tran rookie card isn't even ultra fine. Got a piece of nicotine chewing gum stuck to it. Opportunistically leveraging difficult predicaments. That's the Auntie's Choice way. I have a few bits I can offer you. Not much, but if it turns out a roaring success like it ought to, and I get a fat promotion, I promise I'll see you're taken care of later. Splendid! Go parlay with Jackson Plum up at Spire Grove. It's some kind of agricultural harvesting encampment southwest of here, near a mess of them rocky spires. He'll provide the agreed-upon schematics. The broke-down funicular is due west of here. Dexterous-looking so-and-so like yourself could probably scarper up it in a jiffy. From there, it's just up the hill a smidge. So close, but so far away. At least for me, anyhow. All right, then. Don't let me keep you.
Yet you see fit to keep me in a constant state of consternation. With each unauthorized act, you jeopardize our hold of Fairfield.
Yes, but you must understand, the Protectorate citizenry is a hair's breadth from defection. Within the week, I'm certain.
Certain. Like the week prior and the week before that. Impressive foresight you wield. Should apply to join the Order of the Ascendant.
It would be difficult enough to convert the stubborn populace without your soldiers' constant, ill-advised forays.
Enough! Your yipping reminds me of my 2 old canids. I loved those canids. You, on the other hand, are trying my patience. We don't want to try Auntie's patience, do we?
No, Auntie.
Yes, I thought not. Now, unless you care to see what life in the lower rungs looks like, you will both of you cease your foolish maneuvering immediately. Do I make myself clear?
Yes, Auntie.
Good. See that it is done. I will brook no more disappointments. And while you're at it, you might want to look into your security situation, Commander. I'm not accustomed to an audience when addressing my subordinates.
Who in the void? Eavesdropping on Auntie's Choice business is like to get a body shot for spine. Though you're not wanting for moxie. I'll give you that.
Now hold a moment, Car. When opportunity comes visiting, perhaps it's better not to riddle it full of holes. Our new compatriot may be of assistance.
A surprisingly good point. Especially from you. She only forbade us using our own personnel. Be a whole other matter were a stranger to happen to aid one of us. But which? Well, you seem an observant sort, so I expect you'll tire of Milver Street's bluster soon enough. Come see me before agreeing to whatever absurdity he proposes. Unlike him, I have some work actually befitting your time. I'll be waiting.
Alone at last. I never thought you'd leave. Now then, allow me to introduce myself. I am D.B. Milver Street, Minister of Marketing, Duke of Demographics, Commercial Condottiere, President of Promotional Material. Tell me, do you believe in signs? Perish the thought! The first rule of diplomacy is never to slight a potential ally, if it can be avoided. I do not believe in signs. I believe in opportunities. Right now, at this moment, you and I have an opportunity to save countless lives. But I'm hardly the type to beg and ask for nothing in return. Tell me, what do you desire of this island?
Absolutely not.
Is this a bad time to mention I can read lips? I have some faint recollections of the fuzz beneath my hat. Perhaps I saw such a name amidst my perusal of the Protectorate domicile assignment records. The record room is in this building. You have my permission to peruse at your leisure. But surely a go-getter like yourself has more ambitious goals on our island. Share them with me, and we can brave them together. Ambitious, aren't we? Easily the best protected location on Paradise Island. Hardly a place for a stroll. But if you assist me, I promise to get you inside. Better yet, helping me shall result in our saving dozens, no, hundreds of lives. Your conscience shall be renewed. Very well. Return if you'd like to hear the details.
Watch out for that Auntie Cleo. I know she don't look it, but she's more dangerous than she seems. Even the whole of Spacer's Choice couldn't outmaneuver her.
You're here early. I expected you'd be on the receiving end of Milver Street's bluster until close to the end of time. Happy that ain't the case, as I can make use of you. I'm Officer Babylon Carr, head of aggressive acquisitions and persons elimination on Paradise Island. Let no one say I can't be official when circumstances merit. Now, not to say I question the presence of a wayward sightseer in the midst of a war-torn waste, but it might be safer for us both if I knew your purpose. The Vox, eh? Bent on bloody self-destruction? I could just have my troops dispatch you, save you the effort. Although if you were keen on continuing to draw breath, perhaps you and I could broker a deal. There are Protectorate vitals need bled. You could do the bleeding. I want the Protectorate war effort exsanguinated. You want into the Vox relay. You help me, I help you. There's a particular holding we shelled early in the war, name of Euphoria Coast Automech Repair Center. Deserves a raising for the length of its blasted name alone. My scouts report recent Protectorate attempts to bring it back to functioning. I need the place sabotaged, lest Automechs return to aid the Protectorate war effort in droves. Should note, the ministers like to take our working together as a personal affront. Aid me, and I suspect he'll rescind any offer he may have made to you. Could be direct. Feign that you're an assistant of some kind, though you'd have to have some know-how regarding engineering. But a simpler path would be paying a visit to the Ministry of Accuracy, liberating some credentials. Yaysayers ain't capable of suspecting a piece of paper. Certainly could. I wouldn't shed a tear on behalf of those drones, but the Protectorate is used to losing its people, and there'd no doubt be a replacement crew in a week's time. The repair center itself needs to be permanently put out of commission. Anything else is temporary. Competence recognizes competence. Get into that facility and make certain it won't ever function again. I look forward to hearing your results.
Reese sure has some cheek put the Earth Directorate symbol on her wall after everything she's done.
My cover story has worked. I am safely ensconced at the Vox station, assigned to the lowly Information Input and Retrieval Department. Seems a colony so certain of its absolute control over its subjects can be less than rigorous when it comes to security. I was able to easily widen out a space behind the walls of the main control room to establish my safe room, giving me unfettered access to the communication transfer conduits. I have hacked into their system downstream from the security protocols, so I am able to infiltrate their entire system with them being none the wiser. While I have little doubt as to the success of our mission, trepidation still gnaws at me. Though I cannot say why. Perhaps it is simply the normal mission commencement jitters. I thought my duties complete. Information gathered, reports filed, preparations made. I'd even created a fictitious identity and work transfer to Horizon Point Station well ahead of schedule, in order to keep anyone from tracking my movements upon commencing the mission. All that was left was the waiting. Or so I thought. Then, troubling information came to light. I've seen the numbers. I've seen the equations. While I don't understand all of it, I understand enough to know it is the truth. And I am the only one in a position to act upon it. Though it means the betrayal of my team and the duty I swore to uphold. But can I? I did it. They are all dead. And I am still alive. I had not expected this. I had prepared no alibi, and so felt assured my ruse would be discovered and I'd not have to carry this burden. But the complete gullibility of the Protectorate subjects cannot be underestimated, it seems. My threadbare excuse of my grievous wounds as pitchball injuries was accepted without question. I can only keep telling myself it had to be done. Something which becomes harder by the day as the rift anomaly grows in the sky. But it was all part of the plan. Wasn't it?
I can't believe this. Void me if I understand any of this. DeVries sold us out for what? Because of a few equations? Some dots and lines on a graph? Good fucking law. I mean, she wasn't a damn scientist. She said it herself. She didn't understand all of it, the math. So what was she thinking? No. No. You didn't know her. Not like I did. Like I thought I did. Damn it! I never wanted to talk about this. I wanted to just leave it alone. Told myself, no point in dredging up the past. Should have known it wouldn't rest. DeVries may have saved me on Triangulum, but I wasn't the only one looked up to her. Lots of the other recruits talked about her too, back at the academy. We all thought she was the pinnacle of what an agent should be. Tough, smart, ain't a job she couldn't get done. And better and faster than everyone else. Inspired all of us. Reckon so. Some might embarrassing how much worship we all put on her name. You put a tool in my hand, I would have built monuments to her. Figured my own career could be just that. Doing for others what she done for me. Never imagined I'd actually get to work with her. Me, some nobody from Triangulum. And then she betrayed us. Tried telling myself it was an accident, but now we've got the cold, hard proof it wasn't. Law only knows why she trusted the Order's numbers. The Order of the Ascent is just another sect of the Order of Scientific Inquiry. The Grand Plan and all that used to be part of the Protectorate before their big falling out. Believe they can predict the future or some such, but nice plan-abiding folks don't kill for the betterment of their cause. I can't believe the Order plotted our murder. But 10 years ago, I would have said the same about DeVries. I mean, she always struck me as so pragmatic, real sensible-like. Never figured she'd go all in on predictions from a bunch of monks. Done some good too. Even I can admit that not everyone following the plan is a fanatic. But when those beliefs start to require hurting others, even killing them, that's worth questioning their virtue. No, didn't even know DeVries was alive until she brought the satellite down. Until then, what kept me going was mostly training and stubbornness. And Val. But to your point, holding someone who's wronged you accountable for their actions ain't an act of vengeance. Some might call it justice. You forget we're on the same side here, Commander? I'm not the only one DeVries wronged. She robbed you of 10 years of your life. Don't you want recompense for that? Glad we're of an accord. DeVries made her bed. Let's bury her in it. Whatever her plans, she started putting them in place while stationed undercover at the Vox Relay. Our next point of order ought to be getting in there. Reckon there's got to be someone on the island who can help us with that. Let's keep asking around. Friendly like.
terminal and trash it. That's it. I need a smoke. If you're about to blast me about fixing that void-forsaken terminal, it'll have to wait. I'm entitled to a break like anyone else. It's in my contract. I triple-checked. You must be thinking of some other brand of coffin nails. Andy's Coronas are made with only the best carcinogenic substitutes. Guaranteed to extend your life, not shorten it. It's also the only smoke worth a good damn on this moon. Here, try a pack. On me. Glad I can please one person today. Can't say my actual taskmasters are too happy with me. I'm getting pressure from the folks up top to deploy these Protectorate drones to the military camp on behalf of Auntie's Choice. That terminal's been giving me some trouble. The drones are ready to launch. All that he's doing is fixing their targeting priorities so they mark us as friendlies. But I can't breach the terminal's security protocols. Drones are only as dangerous as their programming. But it's a moot point anyway. These ones ain't gonna shift on their own anytime soon. And that there's the problem. I know it probably seems like we're up to our ducks and troops, but half of them are ex-Protectorate trainees who can't tell the business end of a rifle. We need these drones.
Might I have a word, Commander? I know I've been pushing to find DeVries, so this might seem a bit of a left turn. But void it. I'm just gonna ask. Got an old friend here on the island. The doctor who patched me up after Horizon Point. Ex-Protectorate, a good man. Tracked on the Westport a short time ago, but never got up the nerve to visit. Reckon we could drop by and pay him a visit? Brief one, of course. No, I mean, at least not since that time I tried mixing my own detergent, but I'm sure you don't want to hear about that. I had some bad years on my own. Now with you here being part of a team, this might sound a mite soppy, but I feel like I could be a proper agent again. That starts with writing accounts. This friend of mine, Zebulon Tran, I let him down. And I've been chewing on that live wire for a while. Too long, maybe. After I recovered from Horizon Point, Zeb and I ran together for a spell, doing what we could to help folks in difficult spots. Fighting Protectorate tyranny in small ways. Too small for Zeb, as it turned out. He was unhappy before I showed up, and after, well, all my Directorate talk fired him up even more. I had my orders. I was to stay low. Couldn't let the Protectorate catch wind of an Earth Directorate agent in its midst. But Zeb, he kept pushing to take more extreme action. I agree. But the problem with burning down a system is finding ways out for all the innocent folk trapped inside it. That wasn't the goal anyway. Just helping out where we could. We worked hard, but the Protectorate's arbiters and sentinels worked harder. Often than not, our help only made targets of the folks whose lives we were trying to improve. Didn't matter what we did. Arcadia was still caught under the Protectorate's boot. Figure you say as much, but I'll admit, after 10 years in this colony, it's getting harder to argue an opposing view. Anyway, things weren't good. Zeb and I couldn't find the rhythm we had before. We were arguing every day. Eventually, cutting ties just seemed for the best. Clean light. Only later I learned Zeb hadn't given up the struggle like I assumed he would. He got to stay in mental refreshment for his trouble. That's the last I heard of him, till recent. Much appreciated, Commander. Promise, I won't be making a habit of pulling skeletons out of my closet. Westport's on the east side of the island. I tracked Zeb to somewhere on its outskirts, but never got up the nerve to visit before now. We ought to start there.
No, Jackson, don't! Don't fret. With these boots, I can fly! Hal? Are you breathing? Say something!
Oh, law. I can't believe he jumped that way.
Sir, I know this isn't the time, but are they gonna put us to the gallows for this?
What? No. That ain't how we operate in Auntie's Choice, Liza. We might be looking at a pretty fierce demotion for losing half our workforce and getting stuck up here, though.
Demotion to fertilizer?
No. Now cease your jawing. This ain't the time. Hey, you! You down there! Would you mind checking on our fellow? Might he have survived the fall? Damn. Well, that draws an end to both our hopes for those boots and our association with poor Jackson. He thought those boots would make him fly, but they really just allowed the user to jump repeatedly. Unless their downward velocity is too great. If so, well, you see what happens. Not nearly as upset as we are. We've been stuck atop this machine since Ida, one of our new Protectorate acquisitions, had her gray matter scrambled by the height, jumped down, and landed right in its gears. I can't fathom no sensible motive. She joined us shortly after Auntie liberated her with the freedom of meritocracy, and she seemed happy enough.
Were you not listening? She said she'd always be a loyal subject. It was part of the endless inculcation we endured in the Protectorate. It can prove insurmountable for some.
The notion that she'd sacrifice herself, even after seeing the vast possibilities in staying alive and climbing the corporate ladder, it's just impossible to cognize. The reason Jackson tried using those plasma thruster boots was to gather a piece of machinery we'd spotted on a little table halfway up the spire.
It's a drive overloader. If we install it, we can push the platform's arm hard enough to... well, to grind old Ida out of the gears.
Though the power of that overloader will deluge the system and, well, overload the drive and burn it out all permanent-like. But desperate times and all that.
So if you were to use them boots to bound up the spire and deliver the overloader to us, we'd avoid the tragic fate of our two former cohorts.
Exactly!
Thank the Sovereign... thank you, stranger. We are eagerly anticipating a long life utterly absent of starvation. Oh, you're by our crop of Brachythecium rotamulums. They're found in bandages and burn tinctures. If you don't have that drive overloader, ascending may be a waste.
That's it? It was that easy? Oh, thank the law. I never thought of myself as a vertiginous sort, but being trapped 100 meters in the air will make you reconsider.
I mirror that sentiment, to be certain. In fact, Auntie will have to pay me triple if heights are to be involved. And isn't it grand to be in a system that allows me that freedom?
I agree with Liza. I'm inclined to keep a few paces from farming equipment from now on. Here's your reward for evacuating us with all our parts intact. I perhaps ain't as awash in currency as I'd prefer, so you can have my helmet as well. It was useful for identifying crops we'd missed in our harvest, but to be honest, I'd like a little distance from plants for a spell.
Executive skill building continues. Well, at least for me. Can't speak for my inept colleagues. Today's task, leverage teamwork and leadership to navigate a risky landscape blindfolded.
Which you apparently interpreted as just shout at everyone.
It's called delegating. At least I participated, Cobb.
I told you. I got a bad scrumpox flare-up.
Of course, I served as leader.
Combat protocol.
Thankless job.
Ready to assist.
Tripping all over. Sprains, blunt force trauma. Can't follow directions. Duly noted for the log. Quite the oversight for management to set this exercise in an uncharted minefield. Someone will catch it. When I'm an important VP. Soon enough.
Confronting threat. Entering a confrontational state.
Seems no one else has that silence going on such like this war. I'll take fighting raps over defensive menace any day of the week.
Ain't as tough as you thought. Hey you! Get over here before you get yourself killed.
No, you ain't got what I need. And you can't come stumbling around here looking like prey. These raps ain't had a bite to eat since their pods dropped from the look of it. And a desperate rat is a dangerous rat. That obvious, huh? Yeah, I was hoping there'd be something worth harvesting. Something worth the trouble of killing the poor creature. But hope is the father of disappointment. If the occasion calls for it. But I fancy myself something of a biologist. Or, at least I used to. Me and raptidons, we're well acquainted. I know their patterns, behaviors, attacks. Know what gives them an edge around folk who ain't in possession of that knowledge. Which is why I gotta ask, what are you doing here? Oh, that's a high-profile target. Huh. If she entrusted that to you, then I reckon we're on the same side. Or something like it. I'm Inez Silong, Auntie's choice. Former combat medic in the Enhanced Soldier Division. Now, menial troubleshooter. Minister Milver Street of Fairfield sent me here to retrieve some information. Not my most exciting assignment, but suppose we can't expect much with the stalemate on this island. I'll admit I was eager for some good hunting around here. My arm, my graft, needs some bolstering. But if the wraps here are as weak as this one, it won't help me none. If you had, you'd know. Unless you're accustomed to seeing folk roaming around with exposed muscle fibers or stunted extra limbs on their backs. Sorry. Guess I'm just used to folks staring real hard and then steering clear. I'm considered a liability. My graph's all wrong. Most everyone else who got one passed or became permanently incapacitated. So they shuttered the program. It was a total failure. Everyone in Fairfield reckons my time will come soon too. But I'm still mostly upright. For now. I just know I can do more for Auntie and for the war. It's just this damn contract. Unless I can amend it so I might fix my graft, proving myself ain't happening anytime soon. Weren't many of us grafted soldiers to begin with. To think I'm one of the lucky ones. No. Enhanced Soldier Division was the fancy public-facing name for the grafting program. And when I say it was shuttered, I mean completely fucking demolished. Bet they'd erase it from the financial records if they could. It was that much of an embarrassment. In the wake of such a failure, it's left us grafted folks with no support. I only been able to treat my own ailments thanks to Doc Tinsley in Fairfield. She worked for the program for a time. She's a good one. She's bound by contract to work on whatever task Fairfield's illustrious leader set her to, nothing else. But she also ain't quite got the hang of the employment thing. Get the feeling you will. Go on now. There's probably plenty of Protectorate info waiting to be scooped up if you're keen. Just mind the wraps. I got what I came for, so I reckon it's time to see about my contract. Law knows I could use a lucky break.
Just me, or did Inez remind you of Helen? Tough like her. Shame she's with Auntie's choice. Happy to assist in crafting more ammo if you need.
Take the pressure off with anti-fizzos, bottled under more than 3 atmospheres of pressure.
Ah, hell. I've stood this post so many times I can do it in my sleep.
Commander, there is a 98.7% chance that hunting Agent DeVries will require greater amounts of ammunition than you currently possess. Ammunition can be purchased at vending machines or crafted at a workbench using materials like this collection of scrap metal and powder.
I can also help you craft items in a pinch when we're out together. Most won't even explode on you.
Don't go into that cheap saloon if you got a lick of gumption. They got no tolerance for it. Why do you think I'm out here? I've been gone a while. How'd it go? Tell me you got good news. Why, that's terrible. But you said you have the schematics? I'll take those. What? Sovereign's finest potato corollary peeler? This was supposed to be a guaranteed bestseller. Who in the right mind would... Jackson, you idiot! Ah! It's a good thing he's dead, because if he wasn't, I'd kill him! There's no... God damn it! I'm never getting that promotion. This was supposed to be my easy path to a promotion. Must be something I can do to salvage this. Tell me, did you come across any other advanced protectorate technology while you were there? Anything more, well, easily marketable? Personal thrusters? No one would ever want such preposterous things. I'd be laughed out of recreant reclamation. Imagine, jumping about like a sprog. Ridiculous. Well, here's all I can spare in regards to your compensation. Try not to spend it all in one place. It's supposed to be categorically bad for commerce. In the unlikely event things somehow pan out and I get that big promotion, I'll see you're taken care of. Until then, take care.
The door this tough? They must be storing something good in there.
Yeah, guns, armor, probably some ammunition too. Honestly, Kemp ain't that much of a mystery.
You thinking too small, Murph. I'd put money on the Protectorate stashing treasure inside. A whole pool of bits enough to swim in.
It's a constabulary, not a bank. And certainly not some kind of gold-filled swimming hole. Besides, these Protectorate lack imagination. Never had an original thought wasn't written down for them first. Like I told you before, it's probably just guns.
We've tried everything short of skipping a ship through that door to get inside. Though, come to think of it, maybe that's not such a bad idea.
I'd love to see the quartermaster's face after turning her lamps onto that requisition request.
Fine, Skip drives out. Say, maybe we could commandeer one of them tractors out in the field instead. That could plow through the door.
In case you haven't noticed, we're in the middle of a war, and hard to say whether we're winning or not.
Better question is why no one else is treating this like a top priority. In any siege, advantage goes to the defenders. Right now, the Protectorate still has control of the bridge to the Vox station. That station is the key to taking Paradise Island. When Officer Carr ever gets the go-ahead, we need to be ready. Getting briefings from the bigwigs, are you? Seems you're more in the know than you let on. Too bad even you can't tell us what sort of weapons are in that armory there.
If there are any weapons at all, I still say it's treasure. This is Eden after all.
You've made your case, Kemp. I'm more interested in hearing the opinion of our new friend here. What do you suppose is in there?
Don't that strike you as a touch simple? And anyway, why would the Protectorate lock up everything they'd need to fight back? Unless they were trying to keep it from an invading force. Saying it aloud's altered my opinion somewhat. Fine, it's possible. I'll grant you.
I don't see it mattering much either way. That door is sealed tighter than a salt tuna can. Nobody's getting through anytime soon.
Oh, really? Why didn't you lead with that?
Ordinarily, I'd question how you came about such a unique skill set. But circumstances being what they are, have at it. Just know we're keeping an eye on you.
Even the slightest scintilla of success so elude me, as if my destiny failed.
Take the pressure off with anti-fizzles. And 3 atmospheres of pressure.
Going to need to find a job?
You certainly can't have mine. What kind of skills do you have?
Whatever skills are needed. I'm just a cog in the system, and the system abides.
Hey, that's pretty catchy. You might have a future in advertising.
I was surprised to learn that things that are artificial are good.
Let's keep your lamps lit for wildlife.
Personal wildlife. Familial classification of Raptidon. Detected ahead.
I swear that wasn't planned.
Did you not hear me? This place is closed. No learning today about how everything happens according to the obscure calculus of an indecipherable plan. Why are you asking? Who are you?
The people she tried to kill.
By the architect. I had no idea. I wish I could say it was unbelievable. I was afraid she was becoming a danger to herself and to others. But this is horrifying.
Yeah, imagine how we feel. Why don't you tell us where she is so we can make sure she ain't being a danger to herself or others?
And how are you going to do that?
That ain't something you ought to be concerning yourself about.
If you think I'm going to help you do what I think you're talking about, you are deluded.
I may be deluded, but you're lucky you ain't dead. Seeing how she seems partial to using her friends as victims.
Does she? It occurs to me that you have provided no proof of what you're accusing her of.
Why don't you take a long look at me? This is all because she betrayed us. Her team, her friends, even the one whose life she saved in Triangulum.
By the architect. You're Niles, aren't you? She mentioned you a few times, but refused to elaborate. All I knew was that she was fond of you, and that you were dead.
She was fond of me? Then why? Why would she try to kill me?
I can't say, but it may be one of the things she anguished over. An anguish I fear finally overwhelmed her, and could likely be what's driven her to her present course of action. I wish I knew. It's nothing good, I can tell you that. I haven't seen her since before the corporatists invaded the island. I'm afraid she's going to do something terrible, but I just don't know what. Maybe none of this would have happened had I not introduced her to Victor. How did... You saw her terminal, didn't you? Victor's an Order archivist. We were all friends for a time. But then, shortly before the schism, they started talking to some others inside the Order. That's when things became tense. I started to become uneasy, scared, really. She kept getting angrier with the Order the more she worked with Victor and her other contacts. On top of everything else, it became just too much for me. Among other things, for some reason she was obsessed with the cliffhanger ending of Chapter 6. It was the one where capitalist fanatics brought complete destruction upon Arcadia. But you know how it works. It was somehow miraculously saved at the beginning of the next chapter. Didn't matter to DeVries, though. She just kept going over it and over it. Would have talked to a Crabble about it if there was no one else to listen. That and the invasion itself set her mind to dark things. I begged her not to go down that road again. She was so agitated when I first met her. Must have been 7, going on 8 years ago now. She never slept, didn't talk to anyone if she could avoid it. After we became friends, she began to change. Still bothered her from time to time, but I thought it mostly behind her. I couldn't watch her go back to how she'd been. Or worse. We became friends when she saved me. I'd said something without thinking. Must have been distracted. We all know to watch every last word we say. For some reason, she interceded on my behalf with an arbiter, and she convinced him he didn't hear what he actually did. No one does that. Void, I didn't think anyone could. We all were, originally, before the schism. But she never gave it up, even when it became illegal to even mention their name. Which was surprising with how angry she seemed to be getting with them, even as she was deep into scheming with Victor and the others. She even continued to sign her messages, "See you in the equation." It's all so confusing. What do you mean? It was where she worked, one of the Protectorate's communications hubs. She didn't speak of it much, at least to me. She may have spoken to Victor about it.
She ain't the only one.
It's difficult to explain. She spoke about things in unfamiliar ways. I felt her words to be freeing, at first. But slowly, I began to feel unmoored, doubting everything I ever knew. She said learning the truth of things was worth it. But now I question whether her truth was just more of her penchant to sow chaos, no matter who may be caught in her schemes. Some days I wish I'd never listened to her at all. Others, I can't help but miss her. Even with everything.
Know a little something about that too.
I did try to. Once. After the corporatists invaded Paradise Island and took over Fairfield. They seemed to let anyone in there. Some boisterous fellow even tried to recruit me. No. Nearest I could surmise, she'd left just prior to the fall of Fairfield. I'm ashamed to admit, I did break into her safe. She used the same code for everything. 15-778.
That is Agent DeVries's identification code, Commander.
She said it had some meaning from her previous life. I'd hoped she'd left something for me, but the safe was empty. I know I've no right to ask this of you, but when you find her, please remind her of who she used to be. She's unwell, but I know there's still hope for her. That's all I can ask.
Why choose just any choice when you can choose Auntie's choice? Remember,
Sometimes I get the feeling we're not welcome here. Like the Protectorate folks resent their delivery.
People think I got ejected from the saloon because I'm 3 sheets to the wind.
Whoa! How in the blazes did you get in there?
Appreciate your help. These weapons are gonna save lives. On our side.
How do you Protectorate folk feel about all these little riffs? Auntie insists they're the next big money-making opportunity. Sorry, time is bits. It's his time. Or ours.
Ask them defectors if they miss anything about Protectorate.
10-bit community.
Yeah.